Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but we're going to talk about what you should do now, specifically about financing before you take delivery of your Tesla. And I'm going to give you two credit unions that you may be eligible to join, may not be able to join, so that you can get a better interest, better financing rate to save money on your monthly payment for your Tesla. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members, Sister Big Bones and Kahinde. Thank you for supporting. Sorry if I messed that up. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So you're probably at this point in the purchase process. You're shopping around, you're taking a look, or maybe you've already placed a deposit, and maybe you've already used a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at $600. And maybe you've already attached this before placing a deposit. You click the link open first. That's the one down below in the description. Then you went on over to Tesla.com, where you saw the existing inventory discounts that were just highlighted, anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 off, maybe even more, because taking a look at this Model 3 long range 44610 off of a basically $46,000 price, that's what, $1,400 off. But watch this, something's going along with this inventory, and maybe they're preloading stuff before the end of this month, because watch what happens when I hit refresh on this page. If you watch right here, you can see there's a lower price, $42,000, but then it somehow quickly changes and it reverts back to 44. So something is going on with Tesla inventory. And so maybe if you've been on the sidelines waiting for that extra discount, maybe that is coming up in the near future. But you probably got to this page, you're probably trying to figure out, okay, am I going to finance it? Am I going to lease it, or even pay cash if you're eligible to? But then you probably notice that Tesla has Tesla financing, but they've got a pretty staggering rate of 6.69%. And you're trying to figure out, what can you do here? What can we do in the short time frame, in the 1 to 2 weeks that they actually give you to take delivery? Because if you've already placed a deposit by November, they're going to be hounding you a ton to try and make you take delivery by the end of November. But if we're going to wait until December, then you probably have like usually a 1 week to 2 week time frame before they force you into trying to take delivery or threaten you to release the vehicle to someone else before that. And so from this, you really got to kind of get your ducks in a row, especially if you want to go to the credit union rate, where you're going to get the best rates and things like that. And I'm going to show you the two credit unions that we've known people that have gone through them, and also one of the credit unions we've used for ourselves when we bought the Model X. But before we do that, definitely hit that like button. It goes a long way and helps getting this video out to more people out there. So appreciate all the supports, the comments and everything. Tesla 54, I'll get to your question in just a second after this. But here is the first credit union. So I guess we'll start from a little bit worse to a little bit better. This is Labor Credit Union out there. Some of you might be able to be able to join. There was a wave where we were all able to join pretty easily last year. But the one interesting thing with Labor Credit Union, yes, it does have a lower rate than Tesla financing, 0 to 65 months at 5.25%. You can remember on that screen right before, it was a 6.69% interest rate. And then 66 to 88 months, if you're looking for a longer term, that's 6.24%. And then if you want to go even longer, not recommended by any means, you can go to a 89 or 96 month term at 6.74%, which is basically the same rate as Tesla financing. So here are one credit union that is it has decent rates, better than Tesla financing, but of course a longer term. Of course, if you're looking for the best rates, even better than these rates as posted on the screen, that anybody can qualify and join the credit union, definitely check out the Tesla Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get a list of all the different credit unions out there that all have better rates than Tesla financing. And one credit union that we just found recently has 4.74% that anybody can qualify and join the credit union. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. And so we're going to get into a second credit union, but before we do that, you're probably wondering, like, what accessories should you be buying out there? Well, there's plenty of discounted accessories, all vetted down below in the description as well. We got 3D Mats USA for a premium floor mat for your Tesla. We've got a set in our Model X, perfectly great. We've gone through I've tested a lot of different floor mats, and 3D Mats USA is definitely by far one of the better ones out there. We got RIVIAN for interior accessories. We got Jawa for the best interior accessories, and we got MAGBAK for probably the slickest Model 3 and Model Y phone holder that is out there. Pretty close to Jawa. We use Jawa in the Model X because they don't. MAGBAK doesn't have a Model 3 and Model Y one, but definitely check out some of the Tesla discount accessories down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla accessories down below in the description in the past and in the future. But jumping to this next credit union, you might have heard of it. If you know someone in your household that is currently enrolled, then you can join as well. Navy Federal Credit Union. This is a pretty good one. There's a lot of good reviews from this credit union, and you can see the rates right here on the screen, and all of them are also lower than Tesla financing, all the way up to 72 months at 5.29%. And the beauty with Navy Federal, we've heard this from a couple different people, they actually give you like a 30-day window for a pre-approval, maybe even longer. And so you can jump through all the hoops now. You can set up the account, you can hit your credit, and you'll be good to purchase the vehicle 30 days out from now. So that's where we get into where if you're going to be shopping for a vehicle, if you're going to be trying to get a good deal in December, you want to make sure you have all your ducks in a row, maybe even get some accounts set up and pre-approval set up. So that way it's going to be a very clean process with all the different paperwork to get you actually squared away for your delivery. Let me know if you've interacted with either of those credit unions, or if you got a different credit union that is better than those rates. We'd love to hear about it as well. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, we're going to do a water break. Tesla 54, thanks for coming in. Is it hard to get approved for a loan with Tesla, but only on job 1 month, but pay is good? If you got decent, have you ever had an auto loan before? Then that's where it can get a little dicey. But if you've got good credit card history, you've got good income, and also a good down payment, then you should be fine. And good down payment is like 10 to 20%. Should I wait a few more months to buy new? Yeah, you could definitely wait a few more months. I mean, I would say wait till December, see how those deals turn out to be, and then figure out from there. Thanks for the super chat. Hey, you while lowering its glasses. Nice. Also, you think I should buy a used Model 3 a few years old instead of a new one? Depends. Do you qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit? If you do, then I would definitely say buy a new vehicle at the moment. Frank, what happened to the waiting for Tesla website? Unfortunately, still down. TJ's still working on it, but you can still use, of course, Tesla.com. And we've also recommended cars.com as an alternative website. All right, thanks for coming in. Quick channel announcement. We've got plenty of giveaways set up for December. We're going to do one throughout the whole December. It's going to be a big one. And then we're also going to do giveaways every single week through December. So definitely hit that subscribe, hit that like button. And I can't wait to hopefully one of you win that are watching for one of the giveaways. All right, what else we got? In this next topic, we'll briefly talk about Tesla insurance, but more specifically, how much does it cost to insure a Tesla? We'll go over some of the feedback that I've gotten and also some of my recommendations if you're trying to get a cheaper insurance rate because it's going to be higher than what you're currently paying before an electric vehicle. We'll talk about that. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. This is Tesla insurance. Of course, it might not be available in every single state, but to just hit it right onto the topic, Tesla insurance is going to be your cheapest monthly payment no matter what state you are actually in most of the cases. The other alternative out there is actually Costco insurance. Unfortunately, it is not in California, but if you're in other states that where you can get Costco insurance, that is definitely going to be a second alternative. We have Costco insurance in California. We were able to get in before they cut it off, but you can see here, actually, wow, Florida is not offering a vehicle insurance as well. But I do try and tell people that insuring your Tesla is going to be more than what you're currently paying for your regular vehicle or any vehicle, and it could be anywhere from 10 to 30% more a month for that vehicle. Because taking a look at this poll that we just put on the channel, you can see how much do you pay for a insurance for your Tesla. We put this up earlier today, and overwhelming 29% said $101 to $150, and 19% said $151 to $199, and over 17% said $200 plus. So you can see most people pay $100 to $200 plus for their insurance every single month. So just want to give you that expectation because there are a lot of different things where you're going to save money by buying an electric vehicle, but insurance is definitely not going to be one of them. On the same topic as well, Tesla China just instituted a promotion where if you get insurance with purchasing the vehicle at Tesla China, then you would get an extra incentive of almost $1,200 or over $1,200 off. They had this, I was thinking for a while because they've had this before in the past, like maybe even a couple quarters ago or even last year. So I was thinking maybe this would be coming to the US because this would be a pretty cool, interesting idea, right? Like if they could tie it together, like, hey, we'll give you an extra $1,000 off if you sign up with Tesla insurance at the same rate and commit to like 1 to 2 years. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that yet, but you never know, right? We could see Tesla getting pretty crafty with all the different promotions, incentives. So maybe they would start to do this in the next future or something like that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. If you've already got insurance quotes, please drop it in the chat so we can let other people know what type of insurance rates you already got. Or if you've got another company out there that you've seen do better rates as well, definitely drop it in the chat. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below the description, Patreon link, support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Chris, what do you think is going to happen with the 2024 tax credit? Buy now or risk it won't get reduced and wait. If you're shopping for Model Y, you don't need a vehicle. Wait till December, mid-December to see how the deals flow. If it's a good deal, if you think it's a good deal, buy. If you're shopping for a Model 3, I personally would wait till the Highland. You might as well just wait all the way till then. But if you need a car, it's your first Tesla, then you can always just wait until you get like a $3,000 to $5,000 discount and then pull the trigger. Dave, does Tesla financing verify income? I would say mixed bag, but I think traditionally, yes, especially if you don't have good credit and things like that, or long credit. Chris just picked up a new Model X long range tonight. Quals for second federal tax credits configure Model X long range under $80,000. Nice, congrats, Chris. That's a great vehicle. I would say that's probably the slickest deal at the moment. A Model X under $80,000. I've definitely thought about it a couple times or trading in the current one. I mean, we'd probably lose a lot of money, but getting a brand new one. But there's not really too much inventory because it goes to show how hot of a deal that is because there really is not any Model X that's under $80,000 at the moment because it all got scooped up. Tesla, any update on the Model 3 ludicrous performance? Now, probably like Q2 of next year. Staying positive, thanks for coming in. Is there a noticeable difference between the Model Y long range with acceleration boost versus Model Y performance? There's like a 0.5 second difference, I think. Don't quote me. I mean, there's definitely probably threads on it. But in terms of noticeable, I mean, Teslas and all electric vehicles are super fast in terms of acceleration. So really, even performance is too fast, in my opinion. And it's more of a party trick. So you can show your friends how fast it can go. But when I had the Model 3 performance and the Model Y performance, it was always in chill mode because that's enough get up, I would say, the 0 to 30 miles an hour. Jeff, what's the over and under that Tesla will lower the Model 3 rear-wheel drive? Jeff, I personally think the Model 3 rear-wheel drive is going to get at least another $1,000 better, but that's my own crystal ball prediction. But what do you think, Jeff? All right, let's see. What else we got? In this next topic, there's been a massive Cybertruck update / leak, and there's a number of different things that have been shown. We've got a Cybertruck solar cover, a new Cybertruck within the app of your Tesla app within your phone, and also maybe even a beast mode, and also light bar, accessories, all these different things. On top of that, there was a Cybertruck delivery event press release, and so yes, it's finally confirmed that now there will be well, it's always been confirmed, but now it's confirmed in writing, I guess, that there will be a Cybertruck event coming soon in the next few days. But we'll talk about it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So let's run through this. There's a ton. Shout out to Starry, he posted this. Now on Tesla's website, there's a little bit of more details. A lot of people didn't realize this is going to be a midday event, 12 o'clock Pacific time or 3 p.m. Eastern, in which they're actually going to start delivering. We don't know how many delivery of the Cybertrucks. But on top of that, Tesla will announce details about the Cybertruck. So hopefully we get more information like pricing and specs. The latest rumors I have seen that it's going to be $50,000 to $80,000 and probably going to be a dual motor only upon delivery, and the ludicrous mode or beast mode or the tri-motor will be a next year thing, maybe even Q2 of next year. So dual motor only on the initial rollout. But within that and the new update within the phones of the Tesla, there's been more spottings of various pictures. We've got the outside of the Cybertruck, we've got the interior, we've got different videos of how to open up the charge port or even turn on the beast mode. This is a video screenshot of beast mode, and also the key actually goes in this center area right here, along where with if you're going to be charging your vehicle. On top of that, the light bar that we've been seeing in some of the videos actually has been confirmed within the app as an accessory, for an optional accessory. So it'll be interesting to see how much is that going to actually cost, because that looks really nice. But shout out to Tesla Scope for posting this. Of course, price is still determined, but maybe there's going to be a super decked out Cybertruck at the Cybertruck delivery event. It's going to be showing all the different accessories that Tesla is going to be selling optional. But here's a quick video of the Cybertruck beast mode. Of course, it's playing along with the ludicrous mode and the performance mode and all the different other vehicles. So really cool to see. And on top of that, we've got two sets of types of rims. We've got standard wheels, and then we've got premium wheels. Of course, the premium wheels are the bigger rims right here, as seen in all the different showrooms and all the different vehicles out there. So really cool to see that all these different things are finally starting to come out for all the different updates from here. It seems like if you want to follow along, this is the Tesla app, where we can see all the different things. They're all pulling this from the inside of the app. That was actually version 4.27 for the app. But on top of that, we've got, there was another thing I saw, Cybertruck Solar. This looks really interesting. It's all the way here at the bottom. Shout out to Whole Mars or Tech AU for posting this, also Whole Mars blog. But here it is. So Cybertruck is poised to offer an innovative solar cover accessory, a testament to the company's commitment to sustainable and self-sufficient energy solutions. The solar cover motor is designed to harness solar energy, effectively converting sunlight into additional power for the vehicle. Not only does it promise to extend the driving range by capturing renewable energy, but it also adds a layer of practicality and efficiency for owners who may be away from charging stations. Interesting. I wonder if this is going to go on the top of the vehicle or even the bed cover of the vehicle. Really interesting to see what's going to be going on. And then also we've got this Tesla Cybertruck shop. It seems like there's going to be exclusive cyber products for people that are looking for tailored accessories and merchandise for Cybertruck enthusiasts. But really interesting to see. Of course, hopefully all this will be unveiled at the delivery event so we can get all the different announcements from that. And on top of that, all these other events have been live streamed on YouTube, but this one, of course, is going to be on Twitter/X. So if you want to tune in and see all the different things, it looks like it's going to be 12 o'clock Pacific or 3 p.m. Eastern on streaming on X. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, let's do those water break. Jeff, I'm hoping for another $2,000 discount by the end of the year. I could see that. I mean, who knows, right? Ryan, I'm so antsy with my Model Y purchase, but holding out for Friday. December 1st is Friday, so we'll see. Vinay, earlier Tesla told me they cannot map my order to inventory discount vehicle, but today they called again and swapped my vehicle. Yeah, it really depends on which advisors you actually get. Some, of course, are better than others, and that's why probably that first one was not able to do it, and the second one probably was a lot better. Janet, best time to buy a Model X. Any advice on whether the 6-seat option is worth it? Janet, I mean, the best time has already lapsed because once they did that price drop under $80,000, that $80,000 at Model X or $79,990 became eligible for the tax credit. And so that's why a lot of people have jumped on board to try and get that vehicle by the end of the year. But since that's already passed, really your best bet is to take a look at inventory, see if there's Model X's. If you qualify for the $7,500, if you don't, then the discounted vehicles are going to get more aggressive in December. So maybe I would say like December 15. 6-seat, is it worth it? Kind of depends. Like I've heard 6-seat, we have a 7-seat. I want to fold down that second row for storage and utility, but I've heard people with child seats, the 6-seat is perfectly great because they don't want to fold it down and just, it's really great for putting people in the third row when they need to. Chris, got a spec Model X long range, right under to keep 80K, base 20 rims, 5-seat, black interior, no yoke, any exterior colors though. Yeah, Chris, I know exactly what you're talking about. Model X under 80K is the best deal at the moment, in my opinion. Principal, is Model X Plaid worth it compared to the base? It's a $10 difference, 10K difference. Plaid, I wouldn't say so. It's not worth it over the long range. What are your predictions? Amazing. Thanks for coming in. What are your predictions for the Cybertruck MSRP? It's interesting because at one point, if you were to ask me what I thought the pricing would be, I certainly thought it was going to be way up there. And we actually put a poll out there, Cyber Thursday. What price do you think the Cybertruck will be? We've got $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, and $80,000 plus. But an overwhelming majority, 33%, said it's going to be over $80,000. Then 70, then 60. But I certainly feel like with some of how it's going along with like how they're going to be releasing the details during market hours, how it's not even going to be a customer delivery right off the bat. They're still going to have some time till next year to ramp up production and all that stuff. I personally think it's going to be anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000 for the dual motor. And because then it qualifies for the $7,500 or potentially qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit. But what do you think? It's going to be amazing? Methman, thanks for coming in. Is it worth waiting for the Model Y release or get one now? Model Y Juniper release is going to be a long time from now, so I would say just get one now. Say hey kid, Thanks for coming in. Hitting the like button. Staying positive. I'm planning on ordering my inventory Model Y the first week in December, or should I wait until the second or third week? I'm located in a southern state, not Texas. The further you are from Texas, the quicker you want to order it. And then also you just want to find an inventory one. Don't even order it. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at $600. Oops. Jaiwei, thanks for coming in. How do Tesla get their inventory? They ship it? What do you mean exactly by that? All right, what else we got? What else we got? In this next topic, used EV prices, Teslas included, are now facing a 33% price drop. And also they're sitting on lots a lot longer. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Some feedback that I get is that we don't talk about used Teslas more often, but let's just quickly take a look at the used market and really take a look at how I think and how much you should be paying for a used Tesla. But shout out to Inside EVs. They posted this. Used EVs are facing a 33% price drop and are sitting on lots or sitting in inventory for dealers a lot longer. Taking a look at here, we've got all the different used cars year over year at a price drop. But the great website that I like to look at for price drops is actually Car Gurus, where we can see based upon model, based upon brand, what are the price drops and what type of price drop rate are they actually going at. So you could see here for Tesla's got a 31% price drop year over year. And the worst offender is the Model S and the Model X at 34 or even almost 35% price drop year over year. And so, of course, all different EVs are dropping a lot in price. But really the thing you have to take a look at between buying a new Tesla and a used Tesla is you got to factor in the $7,500 federal tax credit as long as you as an individual qualify. And on top of that, you should factor in state incentives. Not most states, but there's like 11 or 12 or 13 states out there that have anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 in incentives. So that could stack on to that as well. And then once you do that, after you minus the $7,500, after you minus the state incentive, whether it's $2,000 or not, minus the purchase price of the vehicle, and then of course there's destination fees and all that thing, but about $1,500. That gives you to a price of whatever it might be, and so that's where you want to compare that price versus whatever the used vehicle is in your market. And most likely you're going to find that dealers that are selling Teslas are going to want a lot of money, or maybe even be unrealistic with their pricing, because they might have paid for that inventory early on and might be sitting in that vehicle with too much money, so that they have to sell it for a higher price. So really my strategy when I'm looking for Teslas is I take a look at the Tesla.com used inventory, or I actually really go to like Car Gurus, Auto Trader, and things like that, and even Facebook Marketplace to see if there's any private sellers near me so that I can try and negotiate and work with them to try and get a better price as well. So that's kind of my strategy with shopping for a used vehicle, but you also want to make sure you're getting a decent deal as well. So really I would minus the $7,500 federal tax credit and any state incentives, and also decrease the vehicle by 10% year over year for depreciation. So if it's a 2020, that's almost 3 years old now. So you want to minus 30% off of whatever Tesla is selling a new one for, plus the tax credit and all those things to try and figure out what pricing you should be paying for that vehicle. And more times than not, a new vehicle in this climate is going to be a better deal, especially when you factor in the referral credit, just like the one down below in the description, where you can get 6 months of free supercharging, which is worth about $600, plus 3 months of full self-driving, which is also worth about $600. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, if you're looking for someone to ask some questions about how to get the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate, you can do that at my Patreon link down below in the description. After you join, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right, what else we got? Ryan, do you think Model Y refresh is at least 2 years away? Yes, I would say maybe at a minimum 1.6 months away. I've got a Model S on order. I think it makes it by 12/31. I'm in California trying to take advantage of the supercharging transfer deal. Yeah, I would say then maybe try and look at existing inventory that's out there to see if you can try and switch to an inventory one, unless you've got like a specific build or something like that that's pretty fancy. But I imagine there's got to be a build, especially for Model S, maybe even a demo vehicle with some miles, so you can get an extra discount on top of that. Principal, I got a Model X a week ago. I didn't make the 80K, but Tesla workers said if price drops, I will benefit. Let's see. I didn't make the 80. No, the unfortunately how it works is the MSRP has to be under 80,000. So it doesn't matter what price you got. It just has to matter what the MSRP was. And basically for Model X, the build has to be, you can choose any color, but you can't have any other options on top of that because that pushes the MSRP above $80,000. So that's how the rules are written for the $7,500 federal tax credit. Ryan, how's inventory looking for the Model Y? Great question. Let's take a look. It's still looking pretty high. It's the mustard line right here, right at the top. It had a slight dip the other day with all the Black Friday deals and Cyber Monday deals for Tesla, but it does seem to have evened out and almost maybe even calmed down, which is interesting because you're thinking what I'm thinking. It's the end of November where it's supposed to be a hot time with all these deliveries that are be happening this week. And if inventory is starting to stall like this, maybe there will be much more incentives in December. Jordan, thanks for coming in. Do you believe Tesla will turn to unions like the UAW? No comment on that, but thanks for coming in, Jordan. Noah, hey Dennis, I think it's possible retail price will have another major drop like we saw last year. Maybe another 5 to 10 price cut to Model Y. I don't know if they will do more massive price drops on the retail price. I think they should stick to inventory discounts because that's not as bad, I feel like. But MSRP price changes does have like this ripple effect across the nation. Jordan, when do you think the rumored Model 2 will revive in the US and solve America's affordability problem for an affordable new vehicle car? Model 2 is going to be like 2025, maybe 2026, but affordability problem, I'm not sure about that one. I think it's bigger than an affordability problem. I think it's more of like an effort problem of trying to figure out how to figure out EVs, because EVs, it's just not as easy as going to a gas station. And so there's a lot of people out there that just don't have the mental bandwidth to try and figure out how to get into an electric vehicle. And it's not their fault because electric vehicles are different. It might not be as easy as going to a gas station, and they might have other things to worry about, like putting groceries on the table or paying mortgage or rent or things like that. So that's my soapbox speech on that. Principal, in order to get a Model X, I didn't make the 80K deadline. Wait, what is that again? Sorry. Chris, also factoring remaining battery and motor warranty when thinking used. Great point, exactly. And also when you shop on Tesla used, you get an extra 1 year of that as well. But you definitely, I personally would never own a Tesla outside of warranty. But maybe top 60, 70K, but I'd probably get rid of it by then. Say hey, thanks for coming in. Most used Tesla Model Ys are 2021. What was the biggest update on the 2021? I think that was the first year it actually came out, right? Mine was, maybe it was 2020. But of course, later the better. There was leaps in terms of quality every single year. And then 2022 and 2023, I think 2023 had the suspension upgrades from that. Jaway, when's will the best deals come in December? Mid-December, I would say. Maybe even December 1st. Maybe even this Friday. We'll see. Or really, actually, maybe even, because traditionally what happens is Tesla changes prices on Thursday nights, actually. And believe it or not, Thursday night is November 30th. So that actually works right in line. So maybe once the California stores close, which could be at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, which is perfect for East Coast because East Coast will be 12 a.m. by then. Maybe that's what we'll see. More incentives and promotions by this Thursday, Friday-ish. Ryan, if I put my deposit down on Model Y at $47,409 on Wednesday and it drops $46,490 on Friday before I pick it up, will they honor the price I'm locked in at the higher price? Yes, if they change two things here. So if they change inventory prices, like if they start whacking some of these prices lower and lower and lower, then you will not be able to get that same discount. But if they change the MSRP price, like the one on the Tesla website, not inventory price, but the one like if you go to the order page and just place like a normal order, if they change this price right here on this page, then yes, you will get the lower price. They will automatically adjust it, or you can request them to adjust it. roll in. Maybe folks reaching end of warranty. Yeah, that's probably why there's a bunch of 2021s or 2020s in the inventory. Jay, I just bought my Model Y long range today using Navy Federal Credit Union 5.54, but they did not pre-approve. They do not pre-approve. I've heard different, but maybe, I mean, if you just bought it, then you go into the process. Congrats to you on getting 5.45% on that. Principal, I think the 2021 was on the update, the panel glass for less cabin noise. Yeah, that makes sense because ours was a 2021 Tesla Model Y. Jordan, finally, Ron Barron states that the Tesla will quadruple in price by 7 years. Are you bullish? And how much of any stock do you own? So yes, NFA, but we are a Tesla shareholder. We've got plenty of Tesla stock. I'm long on Tesla stock. Maybe quadruple in 7 years, probably. We'll see, but not financial advice at all. And I mean, once you buy the vehicle, once you understand the technology of it, or you just touch it and feel it, then you'll probably realize that you might also want to own some Tesla stock, but of course not any advice. Amazing. If I'm self-employed, do I qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit? Yes, but you got to make above a certain amount to have enough tax liability to offset it with the tax credit. It's about 80K plus. Ryan, do you think Model Y retail prices will fall below 40K earlier 2024 like this year? Ryan, that's a great question because it could. I mean, last year when the prices were dropped massively on the Model Y, they went from $66,000 to $53,000 on January 12th. I don't know if Tesla will. I don't know how deeper Tesla can go, because this is a price history tracking chart of all the different prices for the Model Y. You can see this row right here has all the Model Y long range prices. The lowest price the Model Y was ever before, well, long range was $49,000, and we're already there at the moment. So I'm not sure Tesla could go even further in terms of discounts, but you never know. I mean, we've already got inventory discounts from the Model Y varying at like $2,000 to $3,000 off. Of course, don't forget to stack a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving. Definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. But you can see we've already way past that. I mean, you can get a Model Y long range for $46,540. But the difference here is that the interest rates are much different than they were back then. And so I personally think Tesla's going to stop with the discounts. They might do another extra whatever in the December, but next year I think they're going to try and figure out how can they buy this interest rate down to show a better interest rate so that it makes more sense monthly payment wise for most people. But on the topic of monthly payment, definitely hit that subscribe, definitely hit that like button, because in December we're going to do a big giveaway for all of our viewers, all of our subscribers. So thank you to all of you. Plus, we're going to do a giveaway every single week through the month of December for various accessories. But the big giveaway for the whole month, it has everything to do with what we talk about on this channel. We talk about buying a Tesla, getting great monthly payments, getting great leasing payments, and all the different experiences with buying a Tesla. So definitely stay tuned to that giveaway. We're going to be kicking off, I guess, this Friday, because that's December 1st, and we'll give you all the instructions on how to join. But the first one you got to do is definitely hit that subscribe, and then the like button in the comments and everything like that. But stay tuned for that. No, if I recall correctly, didn't last year folks that bought in December were upset about the MSRP price cuts? Yes, they were. It was tough for sure. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, that's right. Duh, because I made the URL. If you go to change.org, there it is. Yep. Change.org/Tesla refund. We started a petition last year because there's a lot of people that paid these higher prices, and then Tesla went ahead and whacked the price a year, like in January. And I really felt like they should have used this opportunity to give some sort of retro incentive, like full self-driving for a year or free supercharging or something like that, because there was a lot of people pretty upset, and maybe a lot of people that might never buy a Tesla again because of how upset they were. But this was a petition where you created, got actually almost 8,000, almost 8,600 signatures out there. But unfortunately, Tesla didn't listen to us. Staying, thanks for coming in. Was there a noticeable ride cost difference between 2023 Model Y suspension update? If you watch some of the videos, yes. but I actually have never been in a 2023 Tesla Model Y yet. Mars, thanks for coming in. Should I buy 2021 Model S Plaid for $68,000 or wait for CES 2024 January for another used Plaid drop? I found a used Plaid for $68,000. I would say no. If you don't need a vehicle right now, you might as well wait. I've seen Model S long ranges as low as like $50,000, I think, but a Plaid, I don't think it's worth it, and especially I don't think it's worth it at $68,000. You might as well wait, because the other thing with Model S and Model X is that they are the first ones to the gate with the model year changeover. We usually see 2024s of those Model S and Model X coming in very quickly. And so when those do come in, that is definitely going to put more pressure on the older ones and maybe even drop the price even more. So you might as well, especially for a used one, you might as well just wait till January or February, even March for that vehicle. Joe Weezy, thanks for coming in. Dennis, I recently test drove a Model 3 and loved it, though I don't plan on get one until next year, March. The salesman mentioned that the $7,500 may not be in 2024. Is that something that may be true? Yes, it seems like Tesla is pushing that it might reduce, but nothing concrete yet. For the Model 3, they're saying Model 3 rear-wheel drive will likely reduce. Model Y, they're not saying anything about in terms of a reduction. So I don't think it's going to go away, but Tesla's going to try and say it's going to go away so that they can get you to take delivery by the end of this year. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.